Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Saturday and happy Juneteenth weekend. This is a new episode of the Right Info Podcast Show with your host, King Twan, speaking. And today I would like to address the issue of a vision of a well-being economy. Now, before I give this podcast show, I hope everybody's enjoying their weekend so far because this is the Juneteenth weekend. It comes on Monday, June 19th. 2 years ago, a law was signed to make Juneteenth the national holiday because of the freeing of slaves on June 19, 1865. They was down in Galveston, Texas. They were the last to find out from General Granger of the Union Army, and I will deliver a podcast on Juneteenth this coming Monday. So without further ado, I would like to talk about my podcast discussion, and it's dealing with the vision of a well-being economy. Now, to solve the social, economic, and environmental challenges we face today, we need to rethink the status quo. Now, governments and other institutions around the world need to ways of thinking and definitely engage in widespread systems, innovations to make, real progress toward a healthier, more prosperous world. Yes, most continue to frame their work within the traditional economic models without recognizing the damage it's causing to society and the planet. Excuse me. This framing often manifests in downstream measures. While efforts to mitigate the effects of large problems are vitally important, they do not attend to root cause or interfere with their interconnectedness. But instead, we need an economic system that takes a preventative approach to social and environmental challenges to ensure that the kinds of related follow-on problems mentioned above, like I said earlier, do not occur in the first place. Hopefully something like this doesn't even happen at all. But thankfully, the wheels are already starting to turn. Some countries are expanding how they make or measure their economic success in a way that includes well-being and substantiability, that is, of course. They are working together to envision and, do all that other stuff to make things work well. To implement new economic models called the well-being economy. What that means the well-being economy has a diverse array of ideas and actions aimed at advancing social well-being through overland structures that support peaceful coexistence and meet basic needs, which is necessary. A well-being economy provides people with equal opportunities for advancement as, any sense of social, inclusion and stability. That's with that being said. Now, my subtopic is that dealing with the well-being economy is the limitation of economic growth. Now, out of the past 40 years, humanity and activities and the prioritization of economic growth over the factors such as equality, education, health, and social relationships has depleted Earth's natural resources faster than they can replenish. Now, according to the Living Planet Index, the planet's biodiversity continues to decrease while droughts, wildfires, and extreme temperatures increase. This environmental degradation has profound impact on the global population's health and economic security. An estimated 7 million deaths are linked to high air pollution levels every year, for example. But, let's say by 2030, between 68 million to 132 million people will be living in poverty as a direct result. My apologies. The public prevailing economic system of capitalism uses metrics such as GDP, the gross domestic product, to measure society's success while frequently disregarding socioeconomic inequalities and implications and having impacts on global health and well-being. Now, according to the 2018 World Inequality Report that was given 5 years ago, income inequality has increased at a global level since 1980. That's about 43 years ago. The same report estimates that although the average income of the bottom 50% of the global population has risen during the last decades, those individuals earn half their income compared to the 1% of rich individuals. Gender inequalities persist globally as well, with the United Nations estimating that women earn 16% less than men on average globally. Now, economic inequalities harm societies. It can increase anxieties and illnesses, fuel social and political unrest. The COVID-19 pandemic that we've had a few years back, well, it's all still here kind of in a sense, has aggravated health, economic, and social issues and has prompted some governments to rethink the definition of a healthy and prosperous society and considerations of how the economy can support greater global well-being. Now, with that being said, a well-being economy is a good economy. We have to keep it strong. We have to make it stronger. Even though it's good, more has to be done. It affects everyone, of every race, color, creed, religion, or orientation. Without a well-being economy, I'll just say we won't be well-being, We'll just be stuck in a rut trying to figure out how to figure out our financial affairs. Jobs will probably be lost. Economies around, not only in America, but in the country will be hurt. Happened here, let's just say in Chicago, a well-being city economy is strong. Making a strong economy give a good backbone to its citizens and everyone who lives here, or those who want to visit who would like to benefit from the economy. And with that being said, this is just a small podcast on a well-being economy, how an economy can help not only people, but it can help businesses as well. And those businesses can produce that economy, not only here in Chicago or in other cities. Well, that's okay, because this is the Right Info podcast show based here in Chicago anyway. So I'll just go ahead and say that as is. Just put it on out to let everybody know. It's right here in the sweet home Chicago. And not to get off subject, without a well-being economy, we won't have anything going on. No good businesses, no place to go, eat, sleep, do whatever, have a good time and all that. And we just got to, we could put all our money together or do it singularly and make sure things work out for the very best. And with that being said, I was just giving a small little podcast talk about a well-being economy, how it affects us as a city, a nation, a state, and a world, because this affects the world as well, not just any place. And I'm just saying, hope everybody have a good Juneteenth weekend. Juneteenth will be coming up this Monday, June 19th. Let's commemorate it. This is like everybody's own, our Black America's 4th of July. And don't get me wrong, I love the 4th of July, and I love, the way we celebrate it. But it's, I enjoy it. I enjoy the 4th of July, and I enjoy Juneteenth. It became a national holiday 2 years ago after the president signed legislation making June 19th a federal holiday. And that's great. There'll be barbecues, parties, picnics, parades, all the like. And I know I'll be enjoying myself this weekend, probably Monday. Like I said, I'll deliver a podcast on Juneteenth. So be looking out for that. And with that being said, this is King Twan saying so long to everyone, and hope you all enjoyed this new episode of the Right Info podcast show. You all take care. Bye-bye. Love you all.